Victoria Beckham and David Beckham are once again making headlines, and this time it's because a seemingly joyful family moment has been overshadowed by one of the most talked about celebrity family feuds of the year. Their eldest son, Brooklyn Beckham, recently celebrated his birthday, but instead of pure celebration, the moment has turned into a complicated mix of love, tension, and unanswered questions that have fans around the world watching closely. Brooklyn Beckham, the firstborn child of David Beckham and Victoria Beckham, grew up in the spotlight. From the moment he was born, cameras followed nearly every milestone of his life. As the son of one of football's biggest legends and a global pop star turned fashion designer, Brooklyn was practically destined to live a public life. Fans watched him grow from a shy child into a young adult experimenting with careers in photography, modeling, and cooking, while also navigating the pressures that come with having one of the most famous surnames in the world. For years, the Beckham family appeared almost picture-perfect. David and Victoria often shared proud moments with their four children, Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper, presenting themselves as a close, supportive unit, despite the intense public attention surrounding them. Family vacations, red carpet appearances, birthday celebrations, and emotional tributes on social media helped build the image of a family that stayed united through everything. But recently, that image has begun to crack. Brooklyn Beckham's birthday this year should have been a moment of celebration. Instead, it became another chapter in a family story that has quietly transformed into a dramatic and emotional feud. Despite the tension that has been building behind the scenes, David and Victoria Beckham still publicly celebrated their son's birthday, sharing heartfelt messages that immediately caught the attention of fans and media outlets around the world. David Beckham posted a series of nostalgic photos of Brooklyn from different stages of his life, including childhood moments that reminded fans of just how long the Beckham family has been in the public eye. Along with the photos, David wrote an affectionate birthday message expressing his love and pride for his eldest son. Victoria Beckham followed with her own tribute, sharing throwback pictures that showed Brooklyn as a young boy growing up surrounded by family love. Her message was simple but emotional, making it clear that despite everything happening within the family, her feelings toward her son remain strong. But while the birthday wishes appeared loving on the surface, they came during a time when the relationship between Brooklyn and his parents has reportedly reached its most fragile point. Over the past few years, tensions within the Beckham family have slowly been building, though much of it remained hidden from the public until recently. What began as rumors and speculation about disagreements has now grown into a widely discussed family rift involving loyalty, marriage, expectations, and the pressures of living under constant media attention. At the center of the situation is Brooklyn's relationship with his wife, actress Nicola Peltz. The couple married in a lavish ceremony that was attended by celebrities, family members, and high-profile guests from around the world. At the time, the wedding appeared to be a glamorous celebration of love, but behind the scenes, it may have marked the beginning of deeper tensions within the Beckham family. According to reports that surfaced after the wedding, there were disagreements over several aspects of the event. One of the most widely discussed moments involved the situation surrounding Nicola's wedding dress. Originally, Victoria Beckham was expected to design the dress, which many fans saw as a beautiful way to bring the two families together. However, plans reportedly changed, and Nicola eventually wore a different designer. At the time, the shift sparked speculation about whether there were disagreements between Nicola and Victoria, though neither side publicly confirmed the details. In celebrity culture, small moments can quickly grow into massive stories, especially when famous families are involved. What may have started as a simple change of plans eventually became a symbol of a deeper tension that fans and media outlets began to analyze in detail. Over time, the narrative surrounding the Beckham family slowly evolved. Reports began suggesting that Brooklyn had grown increasingly protective of his relationship with Nicola, and that he was determined to build his own life separate from the powerful legacy of his parents. That desire for independence is something many children of famous parents struggle with. Growing up in the shadow of global fame can make it difficult to establish a personal identity. For Brooklyn, the challenge has been especially intense because his parents are not only famous, they are iconic figures in sports and pop culture. David Beckham's football career made him one of the most recognizable athletes in history, while Victoria Beckham's transformation from Spice Girl to respected fashion designer turned her into a major force in the fashion industry. Together, they created a global brand built on success, style, and influence. For their children, that level of fame can be both a blessing and a burden. Brooklyn has spent much of his adult life trying different paths. At one point, he pursued photography and even released a book of his images. Later, he explored modeling opportunities and appeared in campaigns for major brands. More recently, he shifted toward cooking content, sharing videos of himself preparing elaborate dishes and experimenting in the kitchen. While some fans praised his creativity, others criticized him for having access to opportunities that most people could only dream of. Living under that kind of scrutiny can create pressure that few people truly understand. As Brooklyn grew older and began focusing more on his own life and marriage, the dynamic within the Beckham family appeared to change. Reports suggested that communication between Brooklyn and his parents became strained. Some insiders claimed that disagreements about lifestyle choices, independence, and public image began to create distance within the family. At the same time, Brooklyn and Nicola seemed determined to present a united front. On social media, they often shared affectionate posts celebrating each other and expressing their commitment as a couple. In many ways, their relationship became the center of Brooklyn's world. For fans watching from the outside, the situation raised an emotional question. Could a marriage be unintentionally driving a wedge between one of the world's most famous families? It's important to note that family dynamics are incredibly complex, especially when fame, wealth, and public expectations are involved. What appears simple from the outside can actually involve years of misunderstandings, emotional struggles, and private conversations that the public never sees. Still, the rumors surrounding the Beckham family continued to grow. One of the most surprising developments came when reports suggested that Brooklyn had become largely estranged from his parents. According to sources close to the situation, communication between them had significantly decreased. The idea of a Beckham family rift shocked many fans because David and Victoria had always emphasized the importance of family in their public appearances and interviews. David Beckham, in particular, has often spoken about how proud he is of his children and how much he values being a present and supportive father. Victoria Beckham has also built much of her public image around motherhood and family life, often sharing moments with her children alongside updates about her fashion career. That's why Brooklyn's birthday messages from his parents carried so much emotional weight. Even though tensions reportedly exist, the posts made it clear that David and Victoria still see Brooklyn as an important part of their lives. The nostalgic photos and affectionate captions suggested that the memories they share as a family remain deeply meaningful. For fans watching from the outside, the birthday tributes felt like a quiet attempt at reconciliation, a reminder that love within families doesn't simply disappear because of disagreements. At the same time, Brooklyn's silence in response to the posts raised even more questions. In the world of celebrity families, social media interactions often become symbolic gestures. A simple like, comment, or repost can signal whether relationships are improving or still strained. Because Brooklyn did not publicly respond to his parents' birthday messages, some fans interpreted it as a sign that the tension remains unresolved. Others argued that private conversations may be happening behind the scenes, and that the public should not assume the full story based solely on social media activity. Public reactions to the situation have been intense. Some fans expressed sympathy for David and Victoria, praising them for reaching out to their son despite the circumstances. Others supported Brooklyn's desire to prioritize his marriage and independence. In the age of social media, celebrity family dynamics often become a form of public entertainment, with millions of people forming opinions about situations they only partially understand. But beyond the headlines and online debates, this situation reflects a universal reality. Even the most glamorous families face emotional challenges. Fame does not protect anyone from misunderstandings, hurt feelings, or complicated relationships. As Brooklyn Beckham continues building his life with Nicola Peltz, the question of whether he will reconcile with his parents remains unanswered. Family history shows that conflicts can sometimes take years to heal. Time, distance, and maturity often change perspectives in ways that are impossible to predict. For now, the Beckham family remains in a delicate place, connected by love and history, yet separated by disagreements that have become increasingly visible to the public. What makes this story especially fascinating is the contrast between the Beckhams' carefully crafted public image and the very human struggles now unfolding behind the scenes. For decades, David and Victoria Beckham represented a model of success, loyalty, and family unity in the celebrity world. Now, the challenges facing their relationship with their eldest son reveal that even the most admired families must navigate moments of uncertainty. Brooklyn's birthday may have been marked by distance, but the heartfelt messages from his parents showed that the door to reconciliation is still open. Whether that door will eventually lead to healing remains to be seen. Fans around the world will continue to watch for any sign that the Beckham family can rebuild the connection that once seemed unbreakable. And as this story continues to develop, one thing is certain: the emotional journey of one of the world's most famous families is far from over. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.